So
And
certainly,
just as a quick, somebody has just asked, people who say the Earth is flat. I mean, that obviously that's dumb. But what's some of your immediate response to something as intelligent as that? That the Earth is flat, as in flat Earthers, not that the Earth.
buy a ticket to various places on the earth and travel throughout earth. Go from wherever you are, from London to China, and then China to US, and then take another flight, and you will come back. As simple as that.
But what? But wait a minute. But wait a minute. If it was flat, I'm sure they could still do that, couldn't they? They could still go from.
Well, they would see a strong edge, right? But this is dumb. Let's just stick to some really nice stuff.
Yeah, our professor is an expert in quantum physics. He's into such deep things. You need to ask him questions on his level. Not is the Earth flat?
But you don't think that about flat earther people end up laughing on people who talk about flat earth. What they don't realize, people who rebuke theory of evolution or people who are speaking against theory of evolution, they're doing something as stupid. Because theory of evolution is as true as earth being not flat.
Yeah,
And
I
I'll come
agree.
to that.
Okay,
So, so, so,
cool.
so even if the people I mean, most people would laugh on people who would say Earth is flat, but then they would not laugh on people who rebuke theory of evolution. But theory of evolution is just as scientifically verified. But let's come to this. By the way, speaking of Earth being flat,
Mm-hmm.
I think the whole confusion comes from this verse in Quran where it says that Earth is spread like a carpet.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Love.
for me, for me it's a beautiful verse because you see what is a carpet is like a thin sheet you spread on any concrete floor or ground or something which is thick to make sitting on it more easy and make living on it more easier. And if you look at the crust of earth, it's really thin, and if you go see down, I think it's really hot, and the mantle and the core is really hot, and life cannot be sustained on it. So if you look at this, like a thin carpet, this crust has been spread around this really hot boiling hot mantle.
I
But
see.
this is something I think even maybe I'm guessing that people in the past would have understood, because they could see volcanoes erupting from earth. And then there is this
Mm-hmm.
whole idea of, in many mythologies, that the hell is underworld, it's under the earth. So this idea that
Mm-hmm.
under the earth there is something hot, and then earth is a small carpet on top of it. I think this is one idea that, unlike mountains passing away like clouds, I think maybe this is my guess, that the people in that age could have guessed.
Hmm. I mean, this kind of verse, like the one in Surah Nur, Wallahu ja'ala lakum al-arda bisata, that this bisat, that Allah has made this earth for you like a bisat, which is like a carpet or something laid out. Basata means to lay out. I think in many ways as well, people would have just understood that to mean that it's been kind of as it was made, it's laid out for you, as in you can traverse it, you can go through it, you can travel. Uh, I mean, I think just the common sense understanding would kind of suffice, as in, I don't think they necessarily saw that to mean, right, Earth is flat, or that something so complex, or they just
Yeah,
understood that you could travel throughout the earth, as in.
yeah, and for me, when I look at the structure of earth, for me this verse gets meaning in terms of the fact that, like, you have this thin crust covering mantle, and the hot underneath, and this is like a carpet spread around in a very in a beautiful, it's a beautiful metaphor for how earth